I bring the light to the deepest secrets of different bills. At Uncle Demi, you need it, I got it listed here. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it here. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from the finish to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching us with a law threat. You keep the medals cause the real one's coming up next. Only scratch the surface. Still they try to drag my name in dirt, they try to bring me down. See me winning, you ain't like me then.
Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? This is your favorite uncle, Uncle Demi. And today I have another special banger for you, right? Now listen, before we get too far in the video, you know exactly what you need to do. Make sure you drop a like and let's get this video to at least 1,000 likes. I would definitely push the video to the recommended. And furthermore, if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe. I'm by far the hardest working YouTuber in the 2K community, and hopefully you can appreciate the 9 a.m. and the 5 p.m. daily double uploads. You can show that appreciation by dropping a like and subscribing, all right? Now, let's get straight into this video. So today what we're gonna do, my nephews and nieces, we're gonna talk about the top 3 small forward builds you can make with NBA 2K22 current gen. Now, there's a couple things that I wanna say that will qualify as a small forward. One, you gotta be at least over 6'7", right? Because if you want to make something shorter than 6'7", you're better off making a point guard or a shooting guard, correct? So it's like there's benefits to being 6'7", but there's not that much when it compared to the point guard and the shooting guard position, right? So we all know that small forwards don't get the best badge attributes and they don't give you the best rating. So it's like if you want to be a small forward, you might as well be over 6'7". That's one. And then 2, to be a top build, small forward build, I think it should be not much of a skill gap. It should be something that's easy, you can just pick up and play. So those are the 2 things that I'm gonna qualify for a top small forward build. And then the first build that we're gonna look into is actually gonna be the point forward, okay? So we're gonna go small forward, of course, and then we're gonna go with the pure playmaking pie chart. Now you can make a point forward that can get contact dunks. I did drop a video on that earlier with contact dunks, but I felt like, again, for a skill gap basis, you know, shooting is going to be a little too hard on that one, where shooting can be a little bit easier on this one, and dribbling is going to be really, really, really easy, okay? Because you're going to have a high dribble rating. So we're going to go with the pure playmaking pie chart for this point forward. And then we're going to go with the pure speed, because you want to be as fast as you possibly can. And at 6'7", you're definitely going to be a lot slower if you win speed, invert, or anything else. Then we're going to max out the top 3. We're going to go 1 over here for 27 on the standing dunk to get 4 finishing. Then we're going to max out every single shooting badge here. That's going to give you an astonishing 15 shooting badge upgrades. Then we're going to max out the pass accuracy and ball handling. That's it. That'll give you 30 off rip. And then you're going to max out your perimeter, your lateral quickness, your steals. You're going to go ahead and max out the defensive rebound and then use that remaining for the block for 7. So what you're looking at is 4, 15, 30, and 7, okay? Then you want to go ahead and get your body type. I like to go built because we're going to lower the weight a lot. Stay at 6'7", drop your weight all the way down to 188, okay? Go to 188. And then what you want to do here is that your wingspan, you want to keep it the same. And the reason being I say keep it the same is because you do not want to lower your shooting, all right? You want to try to keep your shooting as high as you can. Again, like I said, I want to make a build that you can just get on and just play and not have to worry about a lot of things. This build doesn't give you contact dunks unless you get slashing takeover, of course. The build is really good at shooting. And then like you see, you get the ball handle, you start off with an 85. And that's another thing I want to do, because an 85 ball handle, as the season starts to progress, there's going to be elite dribble packages that you need to have an 85 at least to get. So you will be able to get that. So for my nephews and nieces that love the dribble, this will be a good way to do it. If you max out the wingspan, you still will be able to get the 85 ball handle, right? But look at your 3-point shot, it drops a lot, right? And then you will also, as you see with the 83, you have to be a 97 overall to get the 85 ball handle. So there's pros and cons to both. You can max out your wingspan or you can keep it default. It doesn't really matter. On the grand scheme of things, it's all about what you're comfortable with, but I feel like this is an easy build that you can just hop on and play with. You do get a +8 to the physicals, so you have a 98 speed, you have a 96 acceleration, you also have a 76 vert. Just to go over a couple things here, you have on your driving dunk will be a 74, you have an 84 driving layup, an 81 mid-range shot, and a 76 3 ball was really good. You have a ridiculous 96 pass accuracy, you have an 89 ball handle, 77 perimeter defense and lateral quickness with a 75 steal and a 75 defensive rebound. You have 2 options here with the playmaking and slashing. You can go with the slashing takeover that will allow you to get contact dunks, so don't forget about that. You could do that. And of course, playmaking takeover is just good if you're like someone that really dribbles and isos, but I'm probably just gonna go with the slashing takeover. And then here you have my nephews and nieces, we have a point forward, okay? Now, due to time constraints, I'm not gonna go over the badges, but we're gonna head over to the second build, so let's head over there right now. All right, my nephews and nieces, so now let's look at the second build, okay? So the second build that we're looking at is going to be a facilitating finisher. I feel like this is going to be one tick down from like when you talk about like the easiest to play with. This will be a build that you can literally dribble and get contact dunks and like, you know, just run around and dunk with. I think, again, it's a simple build, easy to play with, and it's a lot of fun. So this pie chart here, we're gonna go with the finishing and the playmaking. Again, a really simple build as far as like getting the animations and stuff that you need. Since you do have some slashing in you, I said it's okay to go ahead and go with the vert. And then what we're gonna do here is we're gonna max out the top 4, okay? We'll max out the top 4 right here for 18. Then we're also gonna go ahead and max out the top 3 and then go 57 to get 10 shooting badges, okay? Then we want to max out the pass accuracy and the ball handle, and then we're going to max out the perimeter, the lateral quickness, the steal. We're also going to max out the defensive rebound, and then that remaining for the block. So what you're looking at is 18, 10, 22, and 6. Now, this one's going to have more of a skill gap when it comes to shooting, correct? But the difference between the point forward and this one is that this one right here is going to have really easy finishing at the basket for contact dunks, okay? So that's where offsets of the need of having to shoot. You can literally just hold R2, go straight to the basket, and just go ahead and hit square and really be able to finish at a high rate, because when we break this down, when you go build, all right, drop your weight to, keep your height at 6'7", of course, go all the way down to 182, all right? And this time, you actually want to max your wingspan out. So as you see, you'll have that when you get that +4, you have a 90 driving dunk, a 91 driving layup, and a 97 standing dunk with a 96 close shot. So you can see that literally all you can do is just hold R2, go to the basket, hit square, and you'll be able to finish at a high rate at that basket. You will have a 66 3 ball when you hit 99 overall if you're able to maintain that. And you also have, like I said, you have 10 shooting badges. Is it 10 shooting badges? Yeah, you have 10 shooting badges. So if you have 10 shooting badges, you can be able to get the proper badges like, catch and shoot. You can get sniper, you can get hot zone hunter, you can get a couple badges to really help you as a spot up. But the big thing is, since you do have a 73 mid-range, I would focus on the mid-range. But if you are a more skilled player, then obviously a 66 3 ball is more than enough to be able to shoot at the perimeter. You also will have, as you see, a 78. So you will get the pro dribble animations off rip. So that's good. And then, of course, all you have to do is be a 97 overall, and then you'll be able to move up and get those 80 pro dribble animations. So this year is a little different. There's just different tiers. 75 to 79 ball handle will give you dribble animations, and then the 80 to the 84 will give you additional dribble animations, and then the 85 and up will give you one. So I don't know how that's broken down, but what I consider is that anything that's from an 84 to a 75 are considered pro dribble animations. Anything from an 85 and up are considered elite. So this year you don't have to have an 80 ball handle to be able to get really good dribble packages. As I stated before in many videos, you'll be able to get like Demi Lillard dribble package at just a 75 ball handle, LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, Jimmy Butler, Luka Doncic. There's so many good dribble package that you can get from that, okay? So you don't have to have that, so I think that's another plus. Defensively, you have a 78 perimeter, 76 lateral, 78 steals, 76 defensive rebounds, so you're still good there. And then, of course, as you look at the +8, you'll get to your physicals. You'll still have a 93 speed, you have a 91 acceleration, and a ridiculous 95 vert. So extremely good athletic build. Obviously, again, you would want to go slash or takeover with this. And then here you have, my nephews and nieces, we have the facilitating finisher, okay? So now after this, again, no badges because of time constraints. Let's just head over to the third and final build. All right, my nephews and nieces, so now we're looking at the third and final build, okay? And this third and final build we're gonna be looking at is gonna be a slash and playmaker. Now, I did think about potentially putting something in that had more red in it, but then it would be kind of like in the same element of, yeah, it'll have better defense, but at the same time, is it gonna be as easy to play with? Things that you have red in, the shooting and the dribbling is gonna be a lot harder. And again, I feel like those type builds are for more skilled type players, or if you're gonna have red and stuff like that and you consider yourself more of a casual, you're probably better off making a power forward or center and making a bigger build out of that instead of trying to have one that's smaller and trying to work around it. So again, we're trying to make a top small forward build. It should be easier to just hop on and be able to play with. So that's why we want to go with the slashing playmaker. And then this one right here is going to be more shooting. So you're going to have slashing with a little bit of shooting. So this right here will be the easiest to shoot, but what you do sacrifice is a lot of playmaking badges. So you're not going to be able to do as many dribbling as you want. You do want to go pair speed with this one. And then obviously what we're going to do is max out the top 3. And then we're going to stop right at 77 here. That's going to give you right at 16. Then you want to max out your mid-range, your three-point shot, and your free throw. That's gonna give you 14. And then just max out your pass accuracy and your ball handling. And this is what I'm talking about. You only have 9, so that's something to keep in consideration. You only have 9 badges, so this build would probably be more of a catch and shoot, or again, you could dribble, but you're not gonna be able to dribble all day with that. And then max out here for the 6. So what you're looking at is 16, 14, 9, and 6, okay? Now with the body type, you do want to go built, stay at 6'7", drop your weight all the way down to 182, all right? And again, you want to go ahead and match your wingspan all the way out. So the good thing here is that you'll now, if you look at your shooting, let's focus on that part, you will have a 75 3 ball. So obviously a 75 3 ball is a way easy to shoot with. So you'll be able to shoot really consistently with that. Even if you don't even hit greens often, you'll still get a lot of those to go in, especially if you equip sniper. So make sure you have sniper on. And then again, you see your mid-range is 77. So you'll be able to shoot really well with this build. And that's, of course, as you look up at the top, the finishing, you're at what, 99 overall. You have an 88 driving dunk, but even then, you'll still be able to get contact dunks off rip. So you don't even have to worry about it. If you're somebody that cannot maintain, just being over a 95, you still be able to get contact dunks off rip without even worrying about it. And then if you look down the defense, on the playmaking, you're 72 ball handle, so you do need to be at least a 98 to be able to get that 75, to be able to get those pro dribble animations. So again, like I said, it's a little downside to this because the dribbling does require you to maintain 98 to get the pro dribbles, but at a 72 or whatever you're able to maintain, you should be able to dribble decently enough to where if you catch the ball, and you want to just hold R2, do a quick first step and go to the basket, you should be okay with that. And then your perimeter defense, you have a 78 perimeter defense, 76 lateral quickness, a 78 steal, and a 74 defensive rebound. And then when you look at the +8 physicals that you would get, you have an 89 speed, you have an 88 acceleration with a 79 vert. So I think all in all, it's really solid. And this is a really good build. Again, these are some easy builds to play with. You have a lot of different options here, but once again, slashing takeover is the easiest, most powerful takeover to have. So I would recommend going there. And then here you have my nephews and nieces. You have a slashing playmaker, right? So here you go, man. These are the top 3. Let me know in the comment section what builds you think will be an easy top 3 or 5 small forward build that is easy to play with, that you can hop on, that doesn't require that much skill. I'll be interested to see that because maybe I can do an updated top 3. But other than that, if you enjoyed the video, just make sure you drop a like, you subscribe to the channel, and as usual, your favorite old head Uncle Demi. I'll be back really, really soon on the banger, man. You know, when I say I'm back soon on the banger, you know exactly what day I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.
If he caught for a low, we gon' give it to him. Take the stop out the top of no transformer. Remember ducking and dodging on that corner. Doing flip with a beat like a mighty morpher. Told myself to get rich and go.